Welcome guys, we are back to the second tutorial on PHP MySQL. In the last video we looked at how we're going to structure our code. We looked at what we're going to do. We're going to create a database, we're going to create table, we're going to create queries. But we're going to start with creating a database, and we can create a database either using the command line or using the interface that's been built to make life easier, and that is known as PHP MyAdmin. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, please watch my previous video. This is the continuation of that video. Now in this video we are gonna go straight to PHP MyAdmin, and I assume that your XAMPP, your server, your Apache server is started. So what I'm going to do is to go to my local host. Some of you wonder how I got to this place. So I explained this in the last video. Now your base directory, go into the local host, my port, and we said we are going to be going through, though I'm not going through my test folder, we're going to be using this folder for our project, okay? But in this case now, I want to go to the PHP server, okay, PHP MyAdmin, okay, the MySQL server. And how do I get there? So go to your base directory, localhost port 8080, then I click on my dashboard. So it brings me here, though this is not my end point. I'm actually going to PHP MyAdmin. So I would have actually typed that here. But to save me stress of typing, I just click on it here. PHP MyAdmin. You'll notice it cut off the dashboard. So meaning from my local host port 8080, I can just type PHP MyAdmin, okay? So looking at this now, I've not created the database. And from our objective here, the first thing is we're going to create a database, test3, named test3. So come to your PHP MyAdmin, then you click on new. These are the databases that I've created, so it's very easy to create a database. Just click on new and you give it the database name. So I'm going to call it test3. So don't worry about the collation, just click on create. So now my database test3 has been created, but inside this database is currently empty. You can see from this message, no tables found in the database. So we're going to start creating our database. And if I should ask, what did I say we are going to call the database? So we are going to call it students. Are you with me now? So I'm going to name it students. And how many columns are we going to create? Very important. You need to plan this beforehand. So if I check what I wrote down, if I actually put everything, is this all? Okay, let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, I think we're creating 13 columns. So I'm going to put 13 columns. And I'm going to click on go. Are you with me now? So clicking on go now, we are actually going to start typing the names of our columns here, okay? So the first, so don't mind me, I'm going to start copying from here to save us time. I'm going to copy this, Ctrl C, and I'm going to paste it here in the first column. And don't forget, I said we're going to give the first one varchar 30. So it's going to call varchar, and the length is going to be what? 30. Okay. Don't worry about other attributes here, okay? So the second one is going to be what? Remind me, last name, okay? Last name. Ctrl C. I'm going to paste it here. Last name. That is also going to take varchar, and it's going to be 30 length. I'm also going to check for the next one. Email, Ctrl C, and I'm going to paste it here. And email is going to take what? Email is going to take 60, varchar 60, virtual 60, and the next one, okay, the next one, sorry for the break. So the next one is going to be what? Street. And street is going to take 50. Street is going to be varchar. It's going to be a string, and it's going to take 50. So these are based on perception, but it's normal for you to plan your database so that you don't give lesser than what is expected. So I feel street should be 50. To you, you may put 60, no problems. Now I'm going to put the next one, city, and this is going to be 40. This is going to be varchar, and it's going to be 40. It's going to be 40. And the next one is going to be state, and this is going to be 2. We don't want them to enter more than 2, so I could leave it varchar, but I feel I need to use char. Okay, I need to use char, and I make it 2. Now the next one is gonna be zip, and this will be medium int. Zip would be medium int, and I'm gonna make it 8. Are you with me now? So the next one would be phone number. I'm gonna make it varchar 20. Varchar 20. Okay, the next one would be birth date, and this will be date. Okay, zip, we need to make it unsigned. Okay, so this will be birth date, and this will be date. But for the zip medium int, I'm going to change the attributes for zip. This is the attributes, and here this, and I'm going to make this unsigned for zip. Okay, now for the next one, I'm gonna make it sex, and that will be a num. This will be a num. This will be a num. And you're going to edit the num set. Okay, I'm going to remove the extra. I just need 2. So I'm going to put male, I'm going to put female, and click on go. So it's going to do that for you. Now the next one I'm going to use, I need date entered, and this will be timestamp. Date entered, and this will be timestamp. Where is my timestamp? Okay, now I also need launch cost. That will be float. Launch cost, let me just copy it. Launch cost, this will be float. And the last one, but not the least, will be student ID, and this would be int 10. And very important, we're going to make this auto increment, which is the AI here, this dot. So what it means is it's going to increment as you enter each record. It's going to increment it by 1. So the first person would be given 1 automatically. So you don't need to enter anything in this student ID. It's going to be generated automatically. And That also means that, oh, why is this one taking primary key? Oh, come on, you are not supposed to be primary key. So this is going to be made a primary key, okay? Now this is a primary key and it's also auto increment. You also notice all these other ones null. So it's saying null. Do you want it to be null? Yes. So meaning a user can decide not to enter anything. But as it is now, without me clicking on this mark, it is compulsory for them to enter value in those fields. Do you understand now? Okay, I think it's also unsigned. It's also unsigned. And I think we're good to go. So even if there's a mistake, we can always come back and edit the field. So I just click on save, okay? And we've been able to add our field. So we have 13 fields so far. So go through this field, understand what it is, and in the next lecture we're going to continue from where we stop. So thank you for listening. Bye for now. Please don't forget to click on that button. Thank you.